So a month ago, we packed up our lives and hit the road and scout our brand new home on wheels. Part of our mission, to chase dark skies, explore the unknown, and see where this journey would take us. This first month, well, it's been a wild mix of space, stars, and surreal moments, from witnessing a rocket launch up close to escaping into the wizarding world. It's been nothing like we expected, but everything we needed. So, let's rewind and take a look at the first month of van life through our eyes. Alright, so I have a van now. We're going to head out tomorrow on some new adventures. As we make our way south for some warm weather, our first stop is a campground in Kansas. Winter camping for $20 a night with included holiday light show. I'd call that a bargain. It's the first time cooking in the van, definitely a learning curve. Figuring out where everything is, making the most of our tiny counter space, and deciding what's actually doable on the road. So we kept it simple: chicken, rice, and green beans. Not exactly gourmet, but somehow it tasted even better knowing we made it in our van. Merry Christmas! Alright, so we are currently in Birmingham South RV Park, Birmingham, Alabama. We're on our way to Florida. We're going to do some sightseeing there for a few days. I'm excited. We're going to stay at a campground in Titusville, which is like near Cape Canaveral. We're going to check out Cape Canaveral and also Harry Potter's Wizarding World. Spend some time there and then loop back up to Nebraska to spend Christmas with my family. This is the campground's facilities. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and then we'll be on our way. So we grabbed a quick overnight stay at Tallahassee RV Park before heading to Titusville. There at the campground, we picked a spot right next to the bathrooms. Seemed convenient at first, until we realized there was no privacy wall, and there was nonstop foot traffic the entire time. So that was a rookie mistake. Tired from traveling, we had a quick dinner and called it an early night. Then, at 3 a.m., boom! A thunderous roar shook our van. It was like a semi plowing through the campground. Turns out it was a rocket launch, something I've always wanted to see. And so I made it my mission to catch the next one. We can just like set up right over there. Seeing a rocket launch in person has been a lifelong dream, and now, thanks to van life, it's a reality. This journey made it possible, and moments like these really makes me grateful to be on the road. Space Walk of Fame. I want to find the Neil Armstrong handprints.
How interesting. It's comparing Jules Verne's mythical journey to the moon in the 1880s and how similar it was to what actually happened on Apollo 11.
Oh, really?
Both had three-man crews, both landed in the Pacific Ocean, both used retro rockets for descent, both flights blasted off from Central Florida. Florida and Texas sought control of both missions. Spacecraft dimensions were approximately the same.
What?
Astronauts in both were secured in couches at launch. Verne's craft was named the Columbiad. Apollo 11 was Columbia. Air in both crafts was recycled
through potash to absorb CO2. Columbia had a crewman named Arden. Columbia had Alden. So interesting.
That's really crazy.
I have to take a picture. Maybe it's over here.
It is over here, which seems very random.
James Lavelle.
This is so weird. Oh, here it is.
Neil Armstrong. Why is it here?
Look, it has his wedding ring indentation.
Woo! Hey, we have the same hands. Oh, so this is also Space View Park, part of it. Oh, they have better monuments over here. Oh, Neil Armstrong. This is way better.
Is it the same? It's the same. It's exactly the same cast. There's the ring and like everything. That one's definitely better.
If you ever want to peel shrimp, this is the way I do it. Pull off half of the shell here, and then the rest here, this tail, I just pinch, and it should come off cleanly. I'm gonna throw the rice in here. Oh, I should have grabbed a spatula. Shit. Let's see. Ah, spatula. Nice. Spatula is like the silent hero. It just does its job really well. I have yet to figure out how to work this timer. I can't go backwards, I have to go forward. Shrimp is peeled. Rice is cooking. Okay, so next thing we need are the green beans. Now we gotta find olive oil, which I believe is right here. Excellent. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. I can't remember what that's called, but that means it's hot enough. So now put olive oil. Garlic powder. Alright, let's throw these in here. Last but not least, and then the sauce that we made a few days ago. It's like a teriyaki sauce. Gonna let that caramelize a little bit. Hopefully this is good. I don't know. I've never made this dish before. I planned this poorly because I actually haven't even gotten my plates out. Let me just turn this down. All right, gotta get our plates. Oh my god, this is not my best plating at all. Okay, and voila. Bon appetit. So currently it all seems like smooth sailing, but there was an issue with our electrical system. And the crazy part, we knew about this issue before this trip, but decided to go anyway. So here's the problem. If we weren't plugged into shore power, we couldn't run anything. Not the induction burner, the microwave, even our tea kettle. So every time we tested appliances, the inverter would crash and give us a low voltage alert, even though our battery monitoring system said we were at 100%. And it turns out we weren't. So thanks to some Vanlife forums, I quickly learned how wrong I was about reading voltage. 12 volts actually doesn't mean a full charge. We were actually around 17%, not 100%. So I made a call to Bellborn customer service. I did a little DC testing and some clueless wire jiggling later. The inverter magically worked. Ah, glorious van life. Well, I would be lying if I said our troubles were past us. The next day, we headed to Kennedy Space Center, where another surprise was in store for us. Hello. Thank you.
But carefully into the theater.
Popular heroes, the movie stars that move us emotionally or make us feel heroic.
Everything was clinking on the ground. Before getting to the surprise I mentioned earlier, I have to say I love the space shuttle. After seeing Columbia's first landing when I was 9, I started a scrapbook of every mission up to Challenger's explosion. This is my second time seeing Atlantis, and it still gives me the same rush of awe and excitement.
Atlantis, welcome home.
My favorite part. I just love how it's revealed. See this? So the plan was to hit Kennedy Space Center and the Explorer Tour in one epic day. The reality? Well, I accidentally booked the tour for the wrong day. And of course, it was sold out that day we were there. So, change of plans, surprise, day 2 at Kennedy.
Welcome aboard. You get a good look. You see those high bay doors, the big gray stripes on the left side. Now this 4-story white structure right next to the vehicle assembly building, this is our launch control center. This is where we control the launches. Like I said, everybody's doing it differently.
Cool.
If any of you would like assistance with pictures, I'm more than happy to do that.
We're now walking through, just like the astronauts, to our rocket. So the Explorer Tour was decent, but not a huge step up from the regular one. There were a few extra photo ops, but next time I'd probably skip it. Like all tours, it ended at the Saturn V building, which we rushed through before closing, wrapping up our 2-day visit to the Space Center.
Mankind is about to leave his planet behind and journey to another.
Sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3. We have liftoff. Liftoff at 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Apollo 8 successfully orbited the moon. The astronauts returned safely to the Earth. I know. I'm Jim Lovell, and I was one of the crew of this spacecraft, Apollo 8. We were the first men to see the surface of the moon from just a few miles away. But it was the hundreds of thousands of men and women who worked in that team, and the millions of people who supported the mission that really made it possible. That way, I guess, we all went to the moon. Now, on the other side of those doors, you'll find an actual Saturn V moon rocket.
After a full day exploring Kennedy Space Center, we made it back to our campground in Titusville. This clip from our security camera shows me nearly tripping in the dark on the way to the restroom. It's a funny little metaphor for how our first van adventure went, stumbling here and there, but slowly finding our footing. So next we headed to Orlando to immerse ourselves once again in the magic of Harry Potter's Wizarding World. Really love seeing Hogsmeade at night and also their light show. Harry Potter's Wizarding World is definitely one of our favorite places to escape and play. And from there, we made our way back to Arkansas to spend time with my girlfriend's mom. While we were there, Scout, our van, made her stunning debut on our first Christmas card together. So after about a month away, we wrapped up our trip and slowly headed back to Nebraska for the holidays. So what did we learn about van life? Well, first of all, full hookup campgrounds made for an easy, low-stress entry into van life, especially with our electrical issues. Sleeping in the van has been surprisingly comfortable. The bed is cozier than we expected. We barely used our toilet since we were at campgrounds with restroom facilities, and we also just wanted to keep our toilet as pristine as possible while still being new. Our first major challenge was the power system, as you saw, and while frustrating, it was also satisfying being able to troubleshoot things. Even with safe campgrounds, locked doors, and the security system armed, it still took time for us to feel fully comfortable sleeping in our van. And constantly reorganizing helped us realize what we actually use, like ditching our Keurig coffee maker to save space. So we're learning that less really is more, and van life is already starting to feel like home for us. In just 1 month, van life carried us through rocket launches, quiet campgrounds, and moments of unexpected magic. And somewhere between the road's chaos and stillness, we realized the real adventure was becoming who we were meant to be. Now, this is just the beginning. We'll have more adventures for you. So if you'd like to come along for the ride, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the road.